Welcome to Mental Health Moments. We're glad you're there with us. Stick close because it's going to be short tonight. If you blink, you're going to miss it. Stay right there. We'll be right back. The subject that I want to deal with tonight is something that is called normal. That's why you know it's going to be short and sweet. A few months ago on November the 4th, I did a video on normal like me, so if you would take a few moments, scroll back through our channel, go back and take a look at it. But tonight I wanted to drop a little bit of a reminder based on something that happened recently that I thought was pretty indicative of our culture, society, the challenges that people are dealing with in their own lives. I was in a discussion with a young teenage girl who was very depressed, very suicidal, insecure, not happy. You could just see that she was overwhelmed. And as we talked and time went on, her constant refrain was, "I'm just not normal. I'm just not normal. I'm not normal." Her feeling was that as she looked around in culture and society, that people had established their own lives and they were living their lives and they all looked normal, quote unquote. But she kept saying, I just don't look normal. Well, what is that? What is normal? I'd love to hear your comments. So even while I'm talking, you can throw your comments down there. What is normal? I think that in some ways normal is a label that we just toss around so that we can feel like it works for us. I'm not encouraging widespread abandonment of all societal norms so that we can go and just be everything but quote unquote normal, because that doesn't make sense in the long run. But neither should we live all of our lives under the burden of feeling that we're just not normal, whatever that means, and we're not living up to everyone else's standards of what that means. I remember clearly several years ago I was watching an episode of Oprah, surprisingly enough at the time, and the subject that they were dealing with that time was dysfunctional families. And I was a young father, I had young boys at the time, and I just watched it and I said, that's just silly, that doesn't apply to us, our family is not dysfunctional. But the more that I watched, I began to realize, oh boy, our family is a little bit dysfunctional. So that dysfunction was normal, I guess, in our culture. In my discussion with this young lady, I pointed out that the tendency that we have in our society is to do everything that we can to appear normal, even if that means changing our very core bedrock values to become what we think everybody else wants us to be, overlooking the fact, and while we're doing that, that's just not right. It's also true that you overlook the fact that one of the common characteristics of serial killers is that people say, well, they just look so normal. Right? I'm sure you've heard that. I'm just encouraging you tonight to find out who you are and live out whatever that means to be you, and do that well. That might sound like double talk and double speak, but it's very good advice. Find out what it means to be you and then live out you very well. One of the benefits of getting older, I've discovered, is that eventually somewhere along the way you start to get comfortable in your own skin. You really do. Things don't bother you. You don't feel the tendency to you let things control you, to let other people's opinions control you. You don't automatically try to adjust who you are so that you can fit into whatever situation you happen to be in. And I understand there's a time and a place for all of that. I get it. But one of the benefits that I have seen in my own life of getting older is that that happens less and less. How about some of you? Same? Click yes, yes, yes. Let me know that you're there. Maya Angelou said, if you're always trying to be normal, you'll never know how amazing you can be. Isn't that good? If you're always trying to be normal, you'll never know how amazing you can be. And a guy named Philip Cochran said, in the land of denial, pretty much everything is considered to be normal. That's good. In the land of denial, pretty much everything seems to be normal. So don't go there. I'll leave it there for this time. I hope that something has been said that helped. If you have a comment or a thought, please feel free to drop that down in the comments section. I told you it was going to be short tonight. I hope it's helpful. Every Sunday night we drop content. We look forward to seeing you. We appreciate you being there. We appreciate you leaving comments, sharing the channel, letting others know that we're here. Slowly but surely, little by little, we're growing. Hopefully our efforts are helping. What does it mean to be normal? You let me know. We'll see you next time right here on Mental Health Moments.